Hi there guys, my name's Craig Petty from Slightly Unusual. It's a Sunday, which means one thing. I'm going to be teaching you how to do a really simple trick that you can impress your friends and family in a matter of minutes of learning it. And this trick uses a coin. Can you see the coin there, Patrick? Watch the coin. I'm going to take this coin, I'm going to blow, I'm going to make this coin vanish. I'm going to make it disappear, and look here, inside my phone, there's the coin. That's the trick that we're going to learn today. So how does this trick work? Well, this is going to be the first thing that I put on YouTube that involves sleight of hand. You know, you can do a million tricks that require no skill at all, but it's nice to be able to learn sleight of hand. And this is this is literally the first trick that you learn when you get into coin magic. This is called a French drop. And I first learned this from a book called Bobo's Modern Coin Magic that was published many, many years ago. It's something you are going to have to take time to practice. You can't do it straight away, but it won't take that much time. Now, the whole idea, as you saw in the performance, is I take a coin and I make it disappear. Now, really, it's not disappeared. Really, it's over here. So how are we going to do this? Well, first of all, you need to understand, what you're going to do is you're going to pretend to take the coin, but not really. But it's about how you actually do that. So what I want you to do is take yourself a coin. I'm using a big Bitcoin thing. Any coin will work. Take yourself a coin, and I want you to hold your hand like this. So you've kind of got your fingers together here, you've got your thumb here. It's kind of like a little Pac-Man, okay? And you're going to hold the coin at the tips of the fingers, right? Now what I want you to do is practice actually taking this coin. So what I want you to do is take your other hand, like a little Pac-Man as well. I want you to come in, thumb underneath, fingers on top. And I want you to just practice taking that coin away. You're not doing anything dodgy here. I want you to practice taking this coin away. Because what happens with sleight of hand, people think it's the hand being quicker than the eye, but it's not. Sleight of hand is all about replicating what the actual action should look like. So in order to do that, you need to practice what this action would look like. Now notice when I'm doing this, my fingers are staying together at the front. Notice my hand's not moving like this. I'm just coming in, I'm taking this coin, I'm holding it in a fist, I'm putting it back and doing it again. You want to literally do that 100 times. Because the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Okay? Now once you've done that, and you're really confident doing that, step 2 is to take the coin and hold it here at the tips of the fingers and the thumb, and you're going to learn the secret move. The secret move is this. You're going to allow that coin to just drop. Now the first time you do this, that coin's going to flick over and probably land there. What you want is you want that coin to land there at the base of the fingers. Okay? That's where you want that coin to land. And notice when I let this coin drop, my fingers aren't moving. Notice my thumb isn't moving. I'm literally just allowing that coin to drop. When you first start doing this, you'll want to do this with your thumb and move it out of the way, or you'll want to do this with your hand. Don't do that. Just allow that coin to drop like this. Okay, that's all you're doing, just allowing that coin to drop. Now the other thing I want you to notice is that my fingers are together. You don't want to have gaps in your fingers like that. Magicians call those windows. If you have those windows and you drop the coin, they'll see the coin through the window. So you want to keep your fingers together. And again, practice this about 100 times. Just practice allowing that coin to drop. Now when you've practiced that a couple of 100 times, and you've practiced taking the coin a couple of 100 times, you're going to put the two together and you're going to get that. In other words, it's going to look like the coin disappears. Now all that's happening if I hold my hand to the side is I do this, but rather than actually taking the coin, when my fingers cover from the front, I'm going to allow that coin to just drop like that. Now notice my thumb doesn't go here, because if it does go there, the coin will drop on the thumb. Notice my thumb's kind of back here. So I'm taking the coin, but my thumb's back here. The coin drops here, and then I apparently take the coin away, as if it's there, but really it's over here. Okay? So I'm doing this. Whoops. I'm doing this. There. That's all I'm doing. Now, here's the key thing. Here's the key thing that's going to make it work. 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, misdirection. Misdirection means making you look somewhere else. Watch my eyes when I do this trick. That looks a lot more deceptive than doing this. People follow where you look. That's the basics of misdirection. And if you're watching this and you're a kid and you're in school, try this experiment out. Go into your lunchroom where you guys all have lunch, and walk in the room and just look up at the ceiling like this, like you're looking really confused. And just look up at the ceiling. And what will happen is all of the people around you will look up at the ceiling to look at what you're looking at. And then what you do is you slowly walk away and you leave 40 people looking up at the ceiling and they don't even know what they're looking at. That's called misdirection. People look where, they don't even know why, but they look where you look. So step number 1 to make this deceptive is make sure you look at where you want them to look. You don't want them to look at where the coin actually is. You want them to look at where the coin is meant to be. So you do this, look up here, and it disappears. Everybody looks up there. Second, there's something called a frame of action. It's like an invisible TV screen around you. Everything inside the frame of action, people focus on. Anything outside of the frame of action, people don't focus on. You want to get this hand with the coin actually in it out the way as quickly as possible. So here's how you do it. You do the move, you look up here, and then when everyone's attention's up here, you drop this hand to your side. You don't do that too quickly, because if you do, everybody will look at this hand because it's making an unnatural movement. You take the coin, move your hand up here, and then you move this hand down here like this, okay? So, and then the final thing is don't move too slowly or too quickly. If you do this, you look stupid. If you do this, it doesn't know, you know. And then the other thing is timing. This is bad. This is also bad. This is good. Timing, all of that stuff is really important. So timing, frame of action, and where you look. And then the final thing is making the coin reappear. Because people aren't stupid. And what I mean by that is when I make this coin disappear, I can be the best coin magician in the world, which I am. But here's the thing, when the coin disappears, people are going to try and work out where the coin is. And the logical place that it is in the other hand. So it doesn't matter how good your technique is, eventually someone wants to look in the other hand, and if they do, they're going to see the coin there. So before that happens, you want to make the coin reappear, which is why you'll see magicians doing this and saying, look, I'll make the coin disappear, and I'll bring it, it comes out from under my elbow, and I'll put the coin over here, and it comes out from behind the ear. That's what magicians do, because they want the coin to reappear before people think, oh, it's in the other hand. Now, what I did in the performance is I had a second coin that I put here. You can hide that second coin somewhere where people aren't looking, and then you can go, watch the coin. It's vanished, and look, it's over here. Now people aren't going to look for that coin because they think they found it, even though it's here. Okay? So it's it's one that's going to take a little bit of practice. You'll find that you'll be able to do that straight away, but you're going to need to practice it to make it perfect. But please remember to practice, practice, practice. If you think of, I don't know, who's the best footballer in the world? Patrick will tell me. Is it Messi?
Messi.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So Messi's the best footballer in the world. Now, you tell me, Patrick, when he first started playing football, day one, when he first picked up a football, was he as good as he is now?
Well, no, he was a baby.
Exactly. What got him good? What got him to the level where he's the best in the world?
Growth hormones.
And practice?
And practice.
And practice. So there's two ways that you can make this trick better. First of all, take growth hormones. And secondly, practice, practice, practice. The more you do this, the better you'll be, because it's all about muscle memory. It's like you know, Messi can know how to get the ball off people because he's done it a million times. You'll get this till it's absolutely brilliant. Okay, so it's called the French drop. Practice this for next Sunday, then come back to this channel next Sunday and I'll teach you something amazing that you can do with that move. But there's no point in learning that before you've learnt this. So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Magic videos go live every day. If you want to contact Slightly Unusual about an event, that you can by going to www.slightlyunusual.co.uk. Remember, don't tell anyone how it's done.